The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie. Back Monday at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Audio slave there on the radio. Hauraki Big Show this Monday afternoon, 16 minutes past 5 o'clock. So, my week off, Mogi.
Yeah.
Your holiday.
I was very excited about it.
Was it a hip-hop holiday? Ho, hey, ho?
What?
Was it a hip-hop holiday or just a normal holiday?
Just say yeah.
Yeah.
Good on you, man.
Yeah, but I was very much looking forward to it because you know how much you fellas know how much I love my family batch.
Oh, yes.
My favourite place in the world. It was actually, funnily enough, last week, a year since I've been there.
Far out.
1 year since I've been there. And I was
it's only an hour away, right?
It's almost 12 months.
Hour and a half.
Yeah.
And I went, come hell or high water, I'm going to the batch and I'm going to hang out there with my daughter. It's going to be magnificent. Do some fishing, do some swimming, blah, blah, blah. That was on Monday afternoon. I was going to leave on Tuesday morning. Then on Monday afternoon, I get a ding-ding on my messenger.
Who was it?
It was my daughter, one of my girls who lives over in Sydney. And she says,
That's in Australia, Keyzie.
yeah, that's an Australian place. She says, I'm back in hospital. And we're like,
Just that, no details.
no details. And we're
Back
like,
in hospital?
Well, she ate something a little while back and got horrendous
Oh, right.
poisoning. And we were like, oh, God.
Was it you were saying off here that was your wife's cooking, was it?
Yeah, well, she'd popped over just to visit and stuff and had a pasta. She'll be listening to this right now. Thanks for that, Mogi. Anyway, so I get the message and we go, what do you mean, what's happened? She said, I've done some damage to my leg. And we were like, okay, well, keep us updated on what's going on. And about 20 minutes later, she sent us a photo from the ER room of her ankle and leg, and it was...
Yeah, right.
Both my wife and I were like...
Yeah.
Because it was a foul-looking beast. And I immediately knew that the batch was off and I was going to be flying to Sydney the next morning.
So that's really nice, obviously, and as a father, you felt compelled to do that. My question is, what were you going to do once you got to Sydney? Because I'm picturing her lying there and you just freaking out and having heaps of darts the whole time and then flying back to New Zealand.
I was very calm, actually, Keyzie.
Right, okay.
The weird thing about Hoyte J, even though, it seems like I don't know what the hell's going on, in a kind of crisis, I'm pretty good.
Right.
It's the little stuff that sort of trips me up.
You must have felt better because she was being looked after by a team of nurses and doctors. That would have helped you.
Yeah, well, exactly. There was a team there helping her out there. So I caught a flight about 6 o'clock Tuesday morning, got to Sydney, bought some durries.
This isn't durry chat.
And walked outside, 33 degrees, Mogi. Boom, it was like walking into a heat wave. Bang. So I spent Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday sitting in a public hospital in Sydney. That was my holiday. And punching darts in between.
And how do you feel now? Relaxed?
Oh, yeah. It was just rejuvenating.
Yes.
I feel, ready to go. I'm stoked. But I did get back in time to do the lawns. Because my wife was sort of talking, when you get back? She had a list of chores for me to do when I got back. Because I'd been away for the week in Sydney, living it up.
Here's a question on 3483. Did Terry go as well? Your wife's personal trainer?
No, he stayed behind with my wife.
Oh, so she didn't go?
No, she didn't go. It was just literally Hoyte J.
But she didn't want to go?
And the thing about hospitals, which I forgot about, they smell of poos.
Huh.
So you're just sitting in a stuffy ward that smells of poos.
Right.
People sort of not well.
But had someone done poos around you? What was the deal?
Well,
It's probably you.
It might have been me, you know what I mean? Watching people cough their lungs out. Good time.
The Hauraki Big Show podcast.
The lemon hits there on the radio. Hauraki Big Show, 27 minutes past 4 o'clock. Now, I must say, fellas, how stoked I was when I walked into the offices today and I saw the old Heartland chips are back. That we made in association with Heartland.
What, the Heartland chips in association with Heartland? That's right.
And, with Radio Hauraki and the Korean fried chicken and the garlic bread.
Yeah.
Because we haven't had any around in the office. So they must have got some more boxes in. So I hoed into those bastards.
Well, yeah, good on you, mate. And the great thing about them, outside of the delicious flavours, is that you've got the opportunity, guys, to win, I don't know if you know about this, $5,000 cash.
You're joking.
All you have to do is, if you've managed to find these bags, and they're hard to come by, actually, you should be given $5,000 just for finding them.
Yeah.
That's how hard they are. But you take a photo, tag us in it on the old Insta there, pump it through, and you could win $5,000 that's going to be drawn at some time in the future.
That's right. They're hard to find, by the way, because they keep selling out.
That's why they're hard to find.
They're in all supermarkets. Keep an eye out for them.
Without a word of a lie, 3 different supermarkets this weekend. Couldn't find them anywhere.
No,
they just sold out.
Why were you going looking for them?
Because I was hanging out for them, Keyzie. They haven't been in the office. Did you not hear what I was saying?
Yeah, I heard what you were saying.
Yeah,
All right,
exactly.
Okay.
Weren't you in Sydney last week, man?
Yeah, I was.
Well, that's probably why you didn't find them, because they don't have them in Sydney.
Yeah, but the week before that, they weren't in the office either.
Oh, the week before that.
Yeah,
Right. So before that wee argument there about Heartland chips and how great they are, I was having a bit of a debacle where I was getting made fun of because I keep my food scraps bin or my compost bin in the fridge to stop it from getting flies.
Sure.
You guys were anti it. A lot of people text through on 3483 agreeing with me. Technically, everyone's wrong. Apparently, you're supposed to keep it in the freezer to stop bacteria growth, but based on this logic, Keyzie is the most right.
Sure.
We freeze our rubbish, so a lot of people freezing their
Yeah,
stuff.
I mean, that, to me, freezing it makes more sense than putting it in the fridge.
Right.
100%.
And can I just make a point, by the way, before you go on there, Keyzie? There's no flies around my compost.
What, outside or inside?
No, inside, the bin you're talking about. There's no flies around
Yes,
it.
Jace, because your house is so cold, it is like being in a fridge anyway. So you're technically on my side of the argument. Get an incinerator, you sicko. Grind it all up. Beauty.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Sounds like I texted that in.
Yeah, it does actually sound like you. Someone here says Keyzie is disgusting. I cross-reference the number. That's Mike's phone.
Keyzie comes home steamed with the munchies, opens the fridge and starts chowing down on filth. Classic Keyzie.
Yeah. Because I imagine it's just filled with ham and pineapple pizza and
Well,
all
why
that
would
sort
it
of
be? I
stuff.
ate
You know
that.
what I mean? And sort of nachos and what are those? Enchiladas. Enchiladas. Did you eat those incidentally last night?
Reheated. You're going to reheat your
chicken
enchiladas.
fajitas.
Yeah.
Oh, fajita.
Oh, fajitas.
Yeah, so no, I did. I pan-fried them and ate them up. They were delicious.
No Klingons
No
today?
issues after that, Jace.
Good.
And just FYI, don't come home steamed. Open the bin in my fridge and start eating that. I'm a bit smarter than that, guys.
Yet.
God. Hey, apparently you've got a new job for me, Jace. Is that correct? You got me an audition?
Oh, who told you that?
Well, you said it at the start of the show.
Oh, right.
Is it true?
Well, if you get the job, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we get into that next?
Maybe.
The Hauraki Big Show podcast. Catch them weekdays from 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Run DMC and Aerosmith there on the radio. Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon, 14 minutes past 5 o'clock. Keep an ear out for that gig a little tune too, by the way.
Yeah.
Oasis. What is it again, Keyzie?
This song
Oasis.
here.
Here it is. Because I'm getting a little tingling.
Oh, yeah?
I'm getting a bit of a tingling. I'll just leave it there.
That's right. If you hear that track, call us straight away on 0800 Hauraki and you could win yourself $1,000 thanks to Super Liquor. I love you so much.
We need to talk.
I'm going out with the boys. Hey, babe, have we got anything on this weekend?
Relationship advice with Jason Mike.
And Keyzie. Hey, here's a great question from Ashton. Actually, it's not great because I don't agree with it. Hey, are Mike and his wife talking again?
My wife.
Yeah, we're talking. We never stop talking.
Yeah, because this is
Yeah.
obviously you pretending that you guys are massively on the rocks, whereas she's just away
Pretending.
for work.
She's away for work, man. Is she?
Keyzie.
What?
Trial separation. But
Can
what I
you
don't
not-
like is bringing my relationship into the conversation here. If I start texting and asking you advice, mate, then you can start asking me questions.
Can you not minimise Mike's pain?
Thanks, man.
So, okay, sorry, I just thought it was just a simple, she's away for, okay, I'm obviously
It's
wrong.
relationship chat, but it's not my relationship
Yeah.
chat.
Yeah,
Unless I decide it is.
Hey, Mogi.
Thanks, mate.
Kia kaha.
Killed it.
Kapai. Here's a good question on 3483. G'day, fellas. My missus hates all my friends and makes no effort to get to know them better. Is there anything I can do to fix this? Cheers. It's
Well-
from Rodney.
You know, Mike and I have addressed this very early on in the Big Show. What you've got to do is isolate them from the get-go. You've got to get rid of all the friends.
Their
You've got to-
friends.
their friends.
But what about your friends?
Nah,
Well-
but this is a situation where she is not willing to meet his friends.
Yeah, I know, but I would never let my wife meet my friends because she wouldn't have a bar of me if she met them.
Oh, true.
So
Right.
you just isolate each other into a
Live
little
in a bubble.
Yeah,
Have
yeah.
no mates at all.
Yeah, totally.
And
Yeah.
you just ditch your friends.
yeah.
And that's,
Slowly over time, but yeah.
Right, okay. Oh, well, there you go. Here's a good...
Can I just say, sorry, Keyzie, I always love it, you know, when you'd break up with someone.
Oh, same.
And then all your mates would say, oh, yeah, I hated her.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? At the time, they're all very nice, but as soon as you break up with them, oh, yeah, I never liked
Well, they
her.
don't want to ruin your happiness, but it would be good to get a heads up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Here's a good question from Haim on the Insta.
Corey Haim.
I don't know.
How does
Haim.
it spell? H-A-H-M?
What? Ham. No, H-A-M-E. I'm assuming it's maybe short for Hamish. Haim. G'day, fellas. I'm leaving the city that my girlfriend lives in for probably 1 year to work and also to travel. Do we try long distance?
I would say sit down and have a conversation, say you really want to make it work.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I would say,
And then start just,
Because we've discussed
What?
this as well, Mogi. Yes, do. You go overseas, have heaps of one-night stands,
Yeah.
have heaps of relationships, knowing that when you get back, there's someone waiting
Well,
for
no,
you.
that's not very fair and not very honest,
It's
Jason.
called having your cake and,
And eating it too. Yeah,
but
Can
the
you
s-
write that down, Keyzie?
No, the saying is you can't have your cake and eat it too.
But this is proof that you can.
Right. Just because
So-
what I would
so
say...
your version of the saying doesn't make any sense, because this guy is going to have his cake, and by cake I mean, hundreds potentially of women
Right.
and men, because I think when you go overseas you should explore, and then when he comes home he can get into a relationship.
Right.
Keyzie,
What?
it's just struck me. That's not why you're going overseas, is it?
I'm going overseas with my wife for my honeymoon, all right?
Oh,
Very
right.
different.
Sure.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, I personally would say, look, if you're moving away, you clearly, if she's not going with you, just break it off. It's clearly, that's what I would say. But yeah, have heaps of affairs. That's it, yeah.
Well, they're not affairs, just one-night stands.
Well, that's an affair, isn't it?
Wow.
Is it not?
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. I didn't know it wasn't. Oh, sweet. Okay.
The Hauraki Big Show. Weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Yes, indeed, Blur, there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Thursday afternoon. 28 minutes past 4 o'clock now. Gig a little.
Yeah.
You need to keep your ears peeled, New Zealand.
Yeah.
What's the tune today, Keyzie?
Well, the tune you're listening out for, it was Van Halen, Jump. It is now this bad boy from Metallica.
And if you hear that tune, give us a call on 0800 Hauraki and you could win yourself $1,000 cash.
That's
Yeah, good.
right. And it's all thanks to Super Liquor. Cheers to that.
Yeah, cheers to that. So good. Now, Mogi's got a mammoth, humongous zit on his face at the moment. He's been asking advice as to how to deal with said zit. What are the people saying on 3483?
Well, a lot of people are sending through some very helpful stuff. So, for example, my mate had a pimple on the end of his nose. The day before his 40th birthday, he put Kawa Kawa balm on. The night before, next day, boomfa, gone.
Boomfa.
Apparently.
Righto.
Kawa Kawa.
Or the oil.
Or a ball peen hammer.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, you've got a belt sander, could be an option.
Yes.
That'll smooth it right down, although don't go too far. This one's actually quite interesting. So you have 3 or 4 of your favourite stubbies, right?
Sure.
Responsibly. Fill the last bottle with boiling water, empty it out, then immediately put the open end of the hot bottle over the spot. Wait. As it cools, it'll pull that little bastard right out.
Interesting.
It's not really one of those just standy whiteheads, though. It's an angry mountain. It's the redness of the angry mountain that's really the main issue.
Yes.
And I appreciate your feedback there. You didn't know, you can't see it, but the one good thing about having a massive zit like this sort of directly underneath my eye is it draws attention away from the other 5 that have also come up.
Right,
So
yeah.
people aren't really noticing that. They're just mainly focused on that big angry bastard there.
Yeah, well, my face was such an atrocity, people just looked away in the end. You know what I mean? Because there was just so much going on. But I never had back knee.
No, neither.
That was always a blessing for me. I never had a back knee or stuff on my chest. I'd call that a blind pimple, Mogi.
What is that, though? I've not heard that
A
term.
blind pimple is it doesn't have a head on it.
Oh, yeah, it's working on it, though.
And
But it'll be deep within, though, won't it? There'll be something down deep.
Oh, it's working on it. The white is coming to the surface.
for years and years and years, I used to get a zit like that right in the middle of my forehead.
Oh.
And it was usually when I was stressed out about something and it would come up and pop up. I never ever I haven't had it for years, but it used to just periodically turn up over and over and over and over and over again.
Oh, nice.
Weird.
So you're running like a Cyclops operation.
It was like a Cyclops. It was horrifically huge.
Hot.
And I never to this day got rid of the bastard.
I would love to go back in time and see that.
No, you wouldn't, Keyzie.
Nah, I reckon it'd be funny.
No, you wouldn't.
Just a quick question here. We've had a text come in on 3483. Girls love to squeeze us it. Get your missus to do it. Now, is that is not my experience, and also I don't think I'd want that to happen. Is that your experience with your partners?
My wife absolutely loves it. If she sees a zit, she goes, gimme, gimme, gimme.
Same here.
She loves squeezing.
And do you like doing that for her?
Oh, God, no.
I also hate it.
Yeah, it's...
Because, Keyzie, you were saying off here that...
What? Did I? So here's a good text on 3483. Put a paper bag over your head.
That's where I'm heading. Just cut the eyes out, get my bulges
Stick
poking
it
out
through.
there. Beautiful.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie. Back Monday at 4 on Radio Hauraki.